Hello, my name is Tom Lodziak. In this video, I'm going to show you a really simple but very effective backhand service tactic. I used this tactic in a recent tournament and it really worked for me. I won lots of cheap points and I also used the serve to help set up opportunities to do strong third ball attacks. So if you want to know what this backhand service tactic is, then keep watching. The backhand service tactic is this. I am either going to serve side spin with a little bit of backspin wide so that the ball goes off the side of the table. Or I'm going to serve side spin with a little bit of top spin deep, fast into the opposite corner of the table. So what we're doing with this tactic is we're using the full width of the table, stretching our opponent and varying the spin and the speed and the ball placement. And as you can see from this footage, I'm having plenty of success using just these two serves. So let's look in more detail about how to actually execute the serves and how to use them effectively. Let's start with the wide serve, which uses some side spin and a little bit of backspin. My positioning on the table, I've actually positioned myself in the forehand side of the table. That allows me to get that wide angle a little bit easier. I'm trying to get myself nice and low when I serve. Got my hand next to my bat. Now as I toss the ball, my bat is going to start to move towards my left shoulder. Then I swing sideways across my body and just slice underneath the ball a little bit. So the sideways movement is going to get you the side spin. The slicing underneath the ball is going to give you a little bit of backspin. My bat finishing position is out here in front of me, and then I can recover quickly to play the next shot. The side spin on this serve makes the ball kind of cut across a player's forehand if they're right-handed, and it can be a really awkward one to deal with. Some players just aren't sure whether they should take the ball over the table or let the ball drop, and they can get themselves into a little bit of trouble. So the side spin across a player's forehand can cause all kinds of problems. I'm also just trying to get a little bit of backspin on the serve. Not loads of backspin, just a little bit of backspin, just to make it harder for my opponent to be able to be aggressive against the ball. Now let's look at the long, fast serve into the opposite corner of the table using side spin with a little bit of top spin. My starting position is the same. I don't want to give away too many clues, so I'm going to start in the same position. And my setup is pretty similar. I toss the ball, the bat is coming over to my shoulder, but now as I swing through, I'm just going to straighten up the bat angle and just give it a little bit of a lift. And that helps generate that little kick of topspin. My bat finishing position is once again finishing probably more in line with my right hip. I recover back more into a middle position. If the ball comes back, I'm then well placed to be able to attack. Now this serve causes problems in a couple of ways. I think often there's a bit of a surprise factor about this one. I think when somebody is looking to do their backhand serve from this position, it's not often that it goes into that corner, so that can sometimes catch people by surprise. The change of pace, trying to do it a little bit faster, again can catch some players out. So the opponent has to deal with both the side spin, coming at them quite fast, and if they don't quite adjust to that, they often hit the ball off the side of the table here. And that little kick of topspin, I think that's what so often catches people out. I think there's just a little bit more topspin on it than they're expecting, and so often the ball is overhit. And other times people just get a little bit tentative with it. They just kind of block the ball back, which is ideal. That's what I want. So if the ball is blocked back and I've recovered well, then that gives me an opportunity to play quite an aggressive forehand attack. You don't just have to limit to these two service variations, and I encourage you to vary it even more. So you could do a long, fast side spin, backspin serve, okay? Or you could do a short, wide side spin, topspin serve. So you're now sort of playing around with people's heads a bit. They're really not quite sure what spin to expect. And you don't have to limit yourself to those two positions. You can also do serves into the middle of the table. They can also be really effective. Again, varying it, maybe doing a short side top, maybe a short side back, and you could do longer variations of those as well. Look, my backhand service technique, it's not great. When I serve, my left leg goes up into the air. Why it does that, who knows, but it does. And sometimes if I go for the top side topspin serve down the line, if I don't quite get the contact right and it's a bit bouncy, it's a bit short, there's always a danger it's going to be smashed past you. But generally, at the level I'm playing at the amateur level, you know, these backhand serves, they work for me. And if they work for me, then very likely, if you're playing at a similar level, they're going to work for you too. So it's something really worth experimenting with. Very simple service tactic, using the wide angle and playing it into the opposite corner. If you want to see better backhand service technique, then go and look at some videos of Dmitry Ovcharov or Darko Jorgic. Both of those players have fantastic backhand serve techniques. So if you want to play more like a professional player rather than playing like me, then there's plenty of videos out there. Go and find them and you'll see how the pros do it. Thank you very much for watching. If you use backhand serves, then please do leave a comment. Let me know how you use your backhand serves and what tactics are effective for you. I'll have plenty more videos coming soon, so I'll see you then. Goodbye.